So I want to address some of the things that Shirl-AK said in her in the live stream that she did with Soul Team Genetic Code. And I just want to say as a preempt that I recognize now that because I was on Genetic Code's channel, I couldn't join into the live stream. And after listening to the live stream again, I realized why. So I will say that in the upcoming podcast. I just want to address a lot of the things that Shirl-AK said that I completely have a different opinion on. I also want to say that all of this, it's the anniversary, and, I always think of Shanann and the girls. At the same time, I know if something happened with my family, I couldn't sit on YouTube asking for donations and money year after year after year. And I don't think that people would allow me to do that either. So that's another thing that I want to address. The other thing I want to talk about is, why is it only AD that people go after when there's other people? I don't know why all this focuses on AD. I mean, is it because at the end of the day, when you count all the truth channels together, and I know that my opinions are going to be very unpopular, when you count all the truth channels put together and you count all the subscribers that the truth channels have, AD will still have more subscribers. No one is going to, people who support AD are not going to be, their minds are not going to change because of what a few truth channels have said about him in the past or now. That's the thing that a lot of people are missing. This idea of, exposure, what the truth channels have done indirectly and maybe not intentionally, unintentionally, is that they've given AD traffic, more views, more watch time, and more subscribers. That's ultimately what's happened. Truth Justice worked hard for years to show who AD was in her videos, and nothing has changed. When Frankie first started this court case or campaign, AD had 60,000 subscribers. He now has over 80,000 subscribers. And I know people want to say, oh, they're not real subscribers, or they want to say, he doesn't have views and stuff like that. The fact of the matter is, on average, AD gets more views than all the truth channels combined. Not only that, even if a few people leave his channel, he'll recoup that amount in no time. So what I'm saying is, and as much as I don't like to say it, AD's channel is a successful channel, regardless of what is said about him. So no truth channel is going to change the minds of people who already support AD. AD will never change. AD is all about AD. AD is all about himself. But at the end of the day, AD is not the only one. There are other creators who have done far more extreme things than AD. Why is the focus all on AD? And that is my question. Okay, so I was listening to the live stream with Salty, Genetic Code, and Shirl-AK. And there's some things that Shirl-AK said that I really want to address. I really wanted to participate in the live stream in the chat, but I couldn't because for some reason it said chat was disabled for this live stream. So, I just want to say my piece. And I have nothing against Shirl-AK. Shirl-AK has been to my channel. We've had interactions. She seems like a wonderful, noble woman. But there's something that you're missing, Shirl-AK. There is something that you are fundamentally missing. First of all, why all the focus on AD? I don't understand. AD is one of many now. There are people who are doing exactly what AD is doing. As far as I'm concerned, if you're going to criticize AD in the way that you do, then you have to criticize Dave as well. Why is AD singled out? The other thing I don't understand is that, do you actually really believe that there's going to be a court case? I mean, it seems to me that you still have hope that there's going to be a court case. There's been like 2 updates in like 2.5 years. That's less than 1 update a year from Frankie. Okay? He's been apparently raising money for this for over 2.5 years, and nothing whatsoever has happened. Another thing that you keep saying, Shirl-AK, is that the case between Frankie and AD is between them. No, it's not. If you repeatedly and continuously and constantly ask the public to fund your case, then it's not just between you and another person. You are getting the public involved in your case. Now, if Frankie was using his own money and his own funds to fund his lawsuit, then what you're saying about it being between him and AD would be perfectly understandable. But he has continued for years and years and years to request donations for this case that has never come to fruition, that we've only seen 2 updates on, that we've been presented a lawyer called Claire Morgan, who we subsequently found out was never a lawyer. So therefore, there is no way that the case between AD and Frankie can just be between them, because he's continuously asked the public to fund his case. I will always have sympathy, some level of sympathy for the Ruseks. I don't have as much sympathy as I did, but I always have some level of sympathy, and I do think Frank Sr. is a good guy. However, I do not support Frankie in his case anymore. And one of the reasons being is that when a lot of us spoke out about Claire, Frankie never came out and said that Claire isn't a lawyer. Frankie never said that we were telling the truth about Claire. Instead, he did the opposite. So that's one of the reasons why I'm no longer going to be, as a matter of fact, to be honest with you, I don't think that AD is any better than Frankie, and I don't think Frankie is any better than AD. Yes, I know the things that AD has done. I don't agree with a lot of the things that AD has said and done, but I don't agree with a lot of the things that Frankie has said and done either. I won't be supporting any of them. I won't support AD, and I won't be donating to him, and I won't be donating to Frankie either. I wish they would cancel each other out. That's what I wish. So when it comes to the Claire Morgan situation, that is one of the main reasons why I no longer do. And his subsequent behavior after the Claire Morgan, where he didn't clarify that she isn't a lawyer, that's the reason why I've turned. In addition to that, I think there should be more than 2 updates by now, and there should be some evidence of progression, and there isn't. And what I don't understand, Shirl-AK, is why you're so hung up on AD when Dave has said far, far more extreme things. I don't understand that. Having said that, I enjoyed listening to the live stream. I think it's good that we can have different opinions and still get along, laugh, joke. I think it's good that we can have, different opinions and still be civil towards one another. That's what mature adults do. So that's what I wanted to say about that. This is what I don't understand, Shirl-AK. The fact of the matter is, not only the things that I've mentioned, but the fact of the matter is, during this time, Frankie has continued to communicate with AD through Martin Dehan in a very, very unsuitable way. And Frankie told me that AD would be taken down a long, long time ago, and it never happened. And basically, none of the things that he said to me regarding AD ever came to fruition, including this court case. It has never come to fruition. Never.